Okay, now we're gonna package our dinners. We're gonna make 3 different dinners for the week. We're gonna do burrito bowls, tostadas, and then an Asian stir fry. And some of these are gonna go into the refrigerator and then some are gonna go into the freezer. So what I'm gonna do first is I have all my ingredients back here and over here. I'm just gonna set out my containers so that I can easily take one ingredient and disperse it into the dishes that are gonna be using that ingredient. Okay, for this one, we're gonna do the 3 compartment Bentgo containers. These are a little bit bigger than the other ones, and they have 3 different compartments, so it's kind of ideal for dinners. Okay, we need 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ran out of room. They're much bigger than the other containers. Okay, and I kind of like to position them all the same way so that it's not too confusing. My brain doesn't have to figure out every configuration every time. Okay, so for the first meal, we're gonna do burrito bowls. So the burrito bowls are gonna have, I found these fat-free refried beans, and this just kind of takes a cooking step out of the beans. Normally I'll buy regular pinto beans, but I found these refried beans, so I don't have to refry the pinto beans myself. Okay, just gonna open these containers. Okay, so that's what it looks like inside. All right, so the refried pinto beans are gonna go in the burrito bowls and for the tostadas. So what we're doing here, instead of actually assembling tostadas, we're just gonna put the ingredients into the container, and then when I go to serve it, then the ingredients are there and I can assemble a tostada later, at a later date. So we need 3. Okay, I thought I was filming for this whole part, but I wasn't. So I'm just gonna do a quick overview of what I've already done. I have my burrito bowls already prepared. In here, I put some of the rice, which I'll show you the package. It was this organic frozen brown rice. I just portioned this into this compartment. Then I took some of the refried pinto beans. I put that right here, and then I have shredded cabbage, which is right here. I bought the already shredded kind because that just takes a whole other step out of chopping. And then I have some guacamole somewhere. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, so this is the chunky guacamole. It's an organic version at Trader Joe's. You can choose any guacamole, but I like to use the organic ones, so that's the one I chose. Okay, so this is basically the burrito bowl. Beans, rice, guacamole, and cabbage. When you go to reheat this, you're gonna wanna take out the cold items and then put them into your serving bowl and then put the lid back on and just pop this into the microwave for 3 minutes, and it'll cook the rice and reheat the pinto beans. You can also serve this with some salsa or hot sauce. It's really delicious that way. So, all right, now we have 3 dinners prepared right there. Let's go ahead and close these up so we can be done with the burrito bowls. All right. Look how quickly we're able to just pre-package all our meals into the Bentgo containers, and they're ready to go. That's 3 dinners already portioned, ready for reheating. So far we have 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 3 dinners, and we're almost done with the other dinners that we're preparing here. Okay, so the next one that we're doing here is we're gonna do tostadas. We have beans and guacamole, and next we're gonna add cabbage, onions, and mushrooms. Okay, we're just gonna put in here some cabbage. We're gonna do 2 nights of tostadas. Okay, and then the onions can go next to the cabbage because those you can serve raw unless you like them cooked. Same thing when you go to reheat these. We're gonna just use our sliced mushrooms here. That we used for the breakfast tacos. We're gonna add these into this compartment. And then when you go to reheat this, you're just gonna take out the cold items, put that in your serving dish, pop the lid back on, and then reheat the mushrooms and the beans. You can also saute the mushrooms if you prefer, however you like it. And then you're gonna take your corn tortillas, these, and then you can fry these in a pan, or you can even serve them without cooking them at all, or you can put them into a toaster and make them into like a crunchy tostada. So then all you have to do is you have your corn tortilla, you spread on top your refried beans, and then you put on your cabbage, onions, cooked mushrooms, and guacamole, and then you have a nice delicious tostada meal. So we have 2 tostadas. Add that to our stack. Okay, and then we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now for our last meal, we're gonna do an Asian stir fry, and this is just gonna have brown rice, veggies, a stir fry veggie mix, which is this one right here. It's just an Asian style vegetables with a stir fry sauce, and then we're also going to add broccoli and our leftover mushrooms to the container. Okay, you're going to want to take the sauce packet and then place that maybe in your refrigerator on the side or somewhere, or if we have space, we'll put it on top. But you're going to need this sauce for 2 meals, so you're going to want to make sure you don't use all of the sauce in the first round of cooking. Okay, so just take the veggies, and then we're going to pop them in this section right here, and then right here. Okay, and then we have some extra broccoli for this. This is just organic frozen broccoli florets, just to have a little bit of extra broccoli and fill up the rest of this container. Now you can add the sliced mushrooms, but honestly I would keep those not in the freezer. This container is going to go into the freezer, and I don't know about freezing the mushrooms, so you can add those when you go to cook it, or just don't use the mushrooms if you prefer. All right, so here's our Asian stir fry prepared meal. And then when you're ready, you can either pop this whole thing into the microwave and then heat it up that way, or you can dump this whole thing into your skillet and saute all of it with maybe a lid on top, or however else you prefer to reheat it. I would suggest the microwave or a skillet. Okay, and like I said, these 2 specifically are going to go back into the freezer. That way, these were already frozen items. We want to keep them frozen during the time that we're going to store them.